Okay, so here's the mouse, a free-flowing mouse. You could push down on the screen and swipe. All right, you can also press down on these little buttons here to change the pages. What's up guys, this is Eric from VSonic. Today we have here a Lexus LS 460 and we're going to be installing once again our plug-and-play CarPlay Android Auto. It's wireless for this 2013 all the way to 2017 Lexus LS 460. 2016 and 2017 will have a full screen, whereas the 2013 to 2015 is going to have a split screen. So the 3/4 of the screen on the left side will be occupied by the CarPlay or Android Auto screen, whereas the right side is going to remain as the factory screen, and that's just due to the hardware of the factory screen. And compared to the old installation, we did remove one of the top connectors. It's only going to be the video cable going up to the top, the GVIF cable. Rest is going to be the same. And in addition, we found an easier way to install. So instead of dropping the glove box and mounting the two boxes above the glove box, we now mount them under the shifter area here. If you carefully place them, they all fit in place without any issues. So I'll show you how to do that. So let me stop the talking, let me go get my kit, and let's start the installation process. All right guys, so now that we're in the car, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna go ahead and sit on the passenger side. And first, let's remove the shift knob. So push down on the shift boot and turn this counterclockwise. Bring out the armrest and remove this middle piece here. You could use a panel removal tool, pull it out, or you could just pull it out to the top, and then we're gonna remove these two side panels. Okay, so start from the front, pull out towards you, and just work your way to the back. Okay, and there's gonna be two 10mm bolts on this side we're gonna remove. And next, we are going to remove this panel piece here. To do that, you could either stick a panel removal tool or a flat head screwdriver and push it in and just pry forward, kind of like this. All right, and you'll see this come up like so. We're gonna slowly work our way to the side. All right, next step, we are going to remove this piece here with your armrest up. Go ahead and place your finger in here and pull up. Okay. All right, and we will set this aside here for now, like so, and then remove the connector here. Okay, move the shift lever all the way down. Just make sure your e-brake is on or else your car will roll. Okay, so go ahead and grab this and go ahead and pull it up. Go ahead and set this aside. Okay, next, let's remove these two. Okay, got one. And we'll remove the other one. All right, disconnect the start button. All right, and then if you look down here, it's gonna be two 10mm bolts, 1 and 2. You'll need an extension. Okay, so once we have those removed, we will pull the radio out. Just place your finger here and just pull it towards you. Okay, all right. And lay a thick towel right here so that you don't scratch your radio. Just bringing this out. Lay here for now. Okay, next we are going to remove this. So use a panel removal tool. We'll loosen this panel here to give some room to pull this out. Okay. All right, and then we are going to pull this out. Okay, there it is. Okay, all right. And there's gonna be two connectors we're gonna remove. And when you're removing the connectors, always push down on the release tab and then pull on the connector. Don't pull on the cable. And next is pull this panel out. Just place your hand here, because we'll just pull it like so. All right, there we go. And that will expose the 4 10mm bolts. We're going to remove that with our 10mm socket in a power tool. You could use a wrench if you like. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and pull this out. So So as you can see, it's gonna angle in this way and come out. When you're pulling the screen out, be very, very careful with these brackets here. Make sure you don't touch any part of your interior or you'll end up scratching it. If you're worried or concerned, then you can wrap those two with some masking tape. Okay, pull this out. And there's this lever here. Push down at it and you could release it. Okay, and then push down on these connectors. And once again, always press down on the release tab and pull out on the connector, not on the cable. All right, so here is our kit, and let's locate our GVIF cable. Here it is. We are going to connect this first because this is the only connection that is needed to the top screen. Everything else is all going to be connected behind the radio. So one is labeled in, one's labeled out on this side. Let's connect the matching connector here, like so. Make sure it clips in, and the other end is going to be green, and the green side we're going to route it down all the way down below the radio. So the route that we're going to go is here to the left. We're going to go straight down, and we are going to catch it behind the radio. Okay, it's easier to do one at a time. I'm doing both at the same time, but one at a time will be easier. And we're going to route this all the way down to the bottom. Okay. And we'll just leave it right here for now. Okay, as you can see here, it's coming down from the bottom, this area, and make sure you keep it to the left side over here. Since this is the only cable that we're routing behind the screen, we can plug this back up. Before we do that, our kit comes with a lot of foam tapes. Okay, use a small one here, and we're going to wrap the GVIF cable. So just so it doesn't cause any rattling, grab this and then go ahead and tape it to the factory cables like so. All right, so the only cables that we're going to reconnect to the screen is these two, this and this. This and like that. All right, and once again we're going to go push it back in the same way it came out. Okay, just like that. And let's keep it there for now until we finished mounting the bottom, until we finish connecting the rest part of our kit. Okay, next, let's connect the connectors behind the radio. It will be this and this. So the CAN wires are gonna be configured for the vehicle already, but if you wanna just double check, just make sure this red GS CAN cables are connected to the white and the orange ones, like so. The RX brown one should be going across. Okay, so let's pull the radio out. All right. Okay, so there's a little release tab here. You can either use a flathead or a panel removal tool to push this up. Basically, gonna push this and release the clip. Before we do so, this cable here is a little bit short, so I'm going to just disconnect this. Make sure you do not forget to reconnect this or something's not gonna work. Okay, all right. Okay, there it is. Move it up, all right. And use our plug and play connector. All right, there it is. Okay, and before we connect our auxiliary connector, let's route these new cables below the radio from the left side. When you route these cables, just be very careful not to cross cables. Okay, got that down. All right, next, let's connect our auxiliary cable. And this is the correct connector for it. Once again, push on the release tab, pull it out. Do not pull on the cables. Okay. Okay, and we'll route this cable below. All right. Okay, there it is. And let's reconnect the black 1-pin connector that we disconnected. Okay. All right. And then let's carefully push all this back. All right, so our cables are down here now. And we'll go ahead and we would like to route all these cables from the left side of the radio. So let me push all these cables to the left. From here, let's go ahead and do the connection. The first connection we're gonna do is this dip switch box. The dip switch configuration is already gonna be configured to the vehicle. If you want to double check that your dip switch configuration is correct, you can check the label on the other side of this box. So it's written on there as well. So we'll start off by connecting these two GVIF cables. The one that's labeled GVIF in is going to be connected to the outside. And the one that's connected GVIF out is going to be connected to the inside of the box. And then let's connect this main harness connector right here. All right, so we'll connect those for now. Let's leave it on the side. Okay, and we have the rest of the cables and connectors here. It's going to connect to this box here. This is the CarPlay module. So we have the power. We have the microphone in. It's going to connect to the mic in right here. We got the MV17 audio. We'll connect to line out. And then we also have the HDMI cable right here. We have the USB extension cable right here. And lastly, we have the wireless antenna for the wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto connection right here. All right, so there's gonna be a lot of wires and cables. Just have to organize it. Oh yeah, and one more thing. So this HDMI cable that you connected to the CarPlay module connects to the dip switch box like this. So this is all the connections. Before we put everything back, let me just do a really quick test. And then once everything confirmed working, we're going to reverse order everything we just did. All right guys, so we went ahead and organized our two boxes. We placed one back here on the back and then one over here in the center. Do not put one here. The pocket takes up a lot of space all the way to the floor. So you cannot unfortunately place here. You gotta move it here or here. And after we do that, we're also going to wrap it with some foam tape. Although it's probably not necessary because everything's gonna be very tight. But just for as another precaution, we will go ahead and do that. All right guys, so we just finished installing the kit. We reversed order everything we did to remove the interior panels and everything is back in place. One thing that I forgot to mention is where we mounted our RF antenna. Because the two boxes are sitting right here, we routed the RF antenna down here. So there's a portion between the carpet and the car. You'll find a little bit of foam over here. We pulled the foam a little bit and we tucked it in down here to the left side of here. Okay, so just note that. All right, so let me show you how this device works. So right now we turn on the car, we're showing the factory infotainment system. And the first thing you want to do is make sure your phone is connected to the car's Bluetooth. So right here it says Bluetooth audio, portable player is not connected. So in order to connect your phone to the car's Bluetooth, you probably already know how to do it, but I will walk you through it. Go to setup and then go to Bluetooth and then select add. Okay, and on your phone, we are going to go to settings, go to Bluetooth, and it's this hands-free right here. If you wait, it'll show up as a Lexus LS. Allow contact and favorite sync, so you could go ahead and allow or not allow it, your favorites and contacts. All right, so everything's connected, as you can see here. And once all that's connected, you want to make sure that you're still on Bluetooth audio. That confirms it. And then push and hold the map button, and it'll show up. There's 3 icon screen on the left side. This means that nothing is connected to the CarPlay system. So you could go back to settings and then go to general CarPlay, and then you will select NV17W on the bottom. So whenever you connect your phone wirelessly to our system, only use this menu option: settings, general, CarPlay, NV17W. Do not connect directly from Bluetooth menu or the Wi-Fi menu, because the correct order of operation will be interrupted by doing so, and your connection to wireless CarPlay may not be as stable. So make sure to always go to settings, general, CarPlay, NV17W only. This is a wireless CarPlay for your iPhone. For an Android device, it's gonna be a little different. I'll show you that after I go through this demonstration with you, okay? There it is. This is your CarPlay screen, and after you can lock your phone, and every time you come inside the car, your phone will connect automatically to the CarPlay device, but you do have to press and hold the map button to switch the screen over to CarPlay. Okay, so here's the mouse, a free-flowing mouse. You could push down on the screen and swipe. All right, you can also press down on these little buttons here to change the pages. Okay, but it's much easier if you just push down the screen and just swipe like so. Okay, you can also push down the screen and move it around, which is pretty cool. Okay, here's our music. Track up, track down works. You could pause and play. You can press up and down. Okay, that's track up and down as well. We also have the track up and down here, track up and down. Okay, and you could also change your volume up and down, and also up. And down. Just note that when you're changing the volume, you will not see the volume number on the screen, but it is changing. And if you want to summon Siri, you can do so by pressing this menu button. What's the weather?
It's currently cloudy.
Okay, there is Siri. You can also push and hold this down. What's the weather?
It's currently cloudy and 59.
Or you can say, hey Siri, what's the weather? And if you want to make a phone call, you can also call out. Okay, and when you call out, as you can tell, it also shows you the calling screen on the right side, and it is using the car's Bluetooth for phone calls. All right, and you can hang up here, and you can also pick up phone calls with this upper control. Let me show you. Okay, there it is, and you can press down to hang up. All right, and then your backup camera works as normal. Okay, and you go back into gear, or go back to the CarPlay screen. Your climate control, all that stuff works as normal as well. So this is how the CarPlay system works. Let me show you how the Android system connects. So I'm going to disconnect my phone from this CarPlay. So how to do that, just turn off your Wi-Fi and turn off your Bluetooth from the settings menu. Don't do it from the shortcut. If you do it from the shortcut, it won't turn it off all the way. Okay, and then we grab our Android phone. And once again, go ahead and first pair your phone to the car's Bluetooth on the Android device. Okay, I'm gonna skip that just because we showed you how to do that already. Press and hold the map button. You'll see the 3 icon screen. And on your Android phone, go to your setting, go to Bluetooth, Bluetooth, and we will look for this. There it is, MV17W. Go ahead and pair. All right, and there it is. So when your phone is not connected to the car's Bluetooth and say that you play music, it's going to come out of your phone, the song. So let me show you how that works. Okay, so as you can tell, the audio is coming from the phone. This is what happens when your phone is not connected to the car's Bluetooth. Okay, and also the phone calls, hang up, and all that will work normally as well. And here's the Google Maps. And if you want to summon Google Assistant, same thing, press the menu. What's the weather?
These are the top results.
Okay. And when you want to disconnect, you can go here, go to your settings, and turn off your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. For the Android system, you could use a shortcut. All right, and then let's go ahead and remove this wireless Android Auto from our phone. And to delete the phones from our system, go to settings, go to Bluetooth, and go ahead and delete. All right. All right, guys, well, that concludes our installation and demonstration video of our CarPlay Android Auto retrofit, the S-Connect interface for this 2013 all the way to 2017 Lexus LS460. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, or you can email us at info@bsonicusa.com. And if you haven't yet, please help us by liking this video and also subscribing to our channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys on the next video.